After spending many years in Chitrakoot, Lord Shri Ram departed from there along with Sita and Lakshman towards that part of the forest where penance, fear, and the terror of demons coexisted, and which was known as Dandakaranya. Ram reached the ashram of sage Atri and Mother Anasuya. Mother Anasuya gifted Sita divine clothes and ornaments. On the way, he also met sages Sutikshna and Agastya. Sage Agastya gave him a divine bow, arrows, and armor. Ram, Lakshman, and Sita reached the dense region of Dandakaranya, where they met Jatayu. Jatayu said, "I am a friend of your father Dasharatha." They then began living in a beautiful hut in Panchavati. Time passed, but one day Shurpanakha, the sister of Ravana, arrived there. Seeing Ram's beauty, brilliance, and dignity, she fell in love with him. Shurpanakha said, "O Ram, I wish to marry you." Ram calmly replied, "Devi, I am married. This is my wife Sita. If you wish, you may speak to my brother Lakshman." Shurpanakha went to Lakshman, but he too rejected her proposal. Insulted, she lunged towards Sita, but at that very moment Lakshman raised his sword and cut off her nose and ears. Humiliated, Shurpanakha went to her brothers Khara and Dushana and said, "Brothers, there are two men in the forest who have insulted me." Enraged, Khara and Dushana attacked Ram, but Ram single-handedly killed Khara, Dushana, and their vast army. Now Shurpanakha reached Lanka to the court of her brother Ravana and said, "Brother, there is a woman in Dandakaranya named Sita, who is the most beautiful in the world, and when I tried to bring her to you, her husband and brother-in-law cut off my nose and ears and also killed Khara and Dushana." Ravana proudly said, "I will bring Sita to Lanka and avenge you, as well as Khara and Dushana." Ravana called Marich and said, "Marich, go in the form of a golden deer and lure Ram and Lakshman away from Sita." Marich said, "O Ravana, Ram is no ordinary human. He is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu." But Ravana ignored his warning. Marich came near Panchavati in the form of a golden deer. Seeing its golden form, Sita said, "Lord, what a beautiful deer. Please bring it to me." Ram picked up his bow and went after the deer in the form of Marich, instructing Lakshman to protect Sita. After some time, while chasing the deer, when Ram shot his arrow and it struck the deer, it cried out loudly in Ram's voice, "Lakshman! Lakshman!" Sita became frightened and said, "Lakshman, do you not hear? The Lord is in danger." Lakshman replied, "Mother, this is an illusion." But due to Sita's insistence, he had to go. Before leaving, he drew a protective line around the hut and requested Sita not to cross it. And then, Ravana arrived there in the disguise of a sage. He said, "Devi, please give me alms, but I cannot cross this line. You will have to come outside to give me alms, and if you do not, I may curse you and your husband for insulting me." Sita crossed the line to give alms, and at that very moment, Ravana revealed his true form, seized Sita, and placed her in his Pushpak Viman and flew towards Lanka. Sita cried out, "Lord Ram, save me!" and began dropping her ornaments one by one. Hearing her cries, Jatayu arrived there. He tried to stop Ravana, but Ravana cut off his wings, and he fell to the ground. Sometime later, when Ram and Lakshman returned, the hut was empty. There was no sign of Sita. While searching in the forest, Ram and Lakshman met Jatayu. Jatayu said, "Ravana has taken Sita towards the south." Saying this, he gave up his life. The journey continued. In search of Sita, Ram and Lakshman moved ahead and reached the ashram of Shabari. Shabari lovingly offered berries, which Ram gladly accepted. Shabari said, "Lord, now go towards Rishyamukh mountain. There you will meet Sugreev." Thus, Ram completed the third chapter of the forest, Aranya Kand. A journey that was not only about slaying demons, but also the ultimate test of patience, dignity, and sacrifice. Because now what was about to begin was the search for Sita, the meeting with Hanuman, and the path to Lanka. If you too wish to witness this divine journey, then do not forget to like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel.